Hey, I'm Ross.
Hello there, I'm Sam. I'm going to describe how the interactive music system works in Star Citizen. So from the code side, we've got a system that will basically driven off music events. The way it works is that Ross can decide what happens when the music events occur. So if he wants the event when your ship gets hit by a bullet, if he wants that to be really significant, then he can decide how that happens by using the data-driven tools that we've provided for him.
Whatever you're doing, we're making sure that the music system knows what you're doing and is responding in a way that's appropriate and cool and cinematic. So I'll show you some examples. So a really nice example we're working on at the moment is the ambient music. This is when there's not really, any combat or anything going on. We're just exploring spaces and stuff. At the moment, we're hearing some FPS music. So this is just the engine knows that we're on foot. It's playing sort of a slightly synthy, slightly tense underscore that's very ambient. Then as you move into the ship, it'll slowly transition to a more grand kind of exploration kind of feel to the music. And that's based on the conditions we know. We know that you're in the ship now, and we know that the engines are starting, that kind of thing. We get out of the ship. If we were in space now and we wanted to EVA directly into space, it would work there as well. But we're going to take a cool little jump off the platform here just because it's a great example. As you head towards the edge of the platform and go for a big leap out into space, you'll hear the music transition. And there we go, and now we've got this really cool, ethereal, almost Kraftwerk-esque ambient music. All of this by Pedro. And see, this is all based on conditions that Sam Hall and I have been working on. We know we're floating, we know that we're not in any immediate danger, so we've got this beautiful exploratory, quite sort of a sense of wonder music playing. As we come back down, we'll land back on the platform. We know that, again, no danger at the moment, just FPS, no threats. We go into an FPS ambient music. You're going to hear this system the most is when you're dogfighting. So here we have a few pirates coming in. Immediately, we'll be getting some tension music. That's based on the fact we have some unknown guys approaching. So the system's told us 2 guys have just arrived. They seem to be a threat, so that's pushed up the tension parameter. Now I'm starting to fire on them, and they're returning fire. We'll start to really see the system ramp up now. The intensity number, which is the real backbone of this system, is going to start going crazy as your shield is getting hit, you're hitting the guys. These numbers are constantly being fed in. As that number rises, we move through way out of the ambient area into low action, medium action, eventually high action, which is really crazy. You see, if you eventually manage to take out one of these guys, you get a boost to the mood parameter, which is kind of the y-axis. Here we go. We also get a little sting there that plays whenever you kill one of the bad guys. The engine has a chance to play a little victory sting. Ta-da! Yeah, we've had a boost that's pushed us into the hero state now, so the music's kind of gone all heroic. We've got big brass sections, and that'll swell back down again because all these parameters all decay back down to like a stasis. There we go, another guy getting taken out there. The coder Sam Hall, what he's provided me with, which is incredibly valuable, is all this debug information. This tells me everything that's going on from, we have all the stings, which are like momentary events that could happen. This is things like ships passing by. As you might have heard, they sometimes get a little trumpety sting when a ship passes by. So successfully hitting bad guys, your ship getting blown up, all manner of parameters. That's our momentaries. And then we have the long-term information. We have the ship's intensity, that's the big number that's our backbone. The mood, and all manner of other parameters that we can use to feed into the system in any combination of ways. And you can see we're getting information in about events here. So we've hit the shield to the ship, so that's good, that feeds into it. Yep, the player's ship has been hit in return. So This constant feed of information, that's what I can rely on to tweak the numbers in the Music Logic system to make sure the system doesn't go too crazy, go up into high action too fast or anything like that. Then we saw a ship destroyed, that gives us a cool little momentary sting. All of this, although we're seeing this in the flight mode at the moment, we're working on it for 2.6 to make sure that these numbers translate into the FPS game mode, and eventually also just in EVA combat as well. So no matter what you're doing, this stuff is always appropriate, and the music will shift to suit the EVA or the FPS environment. We have a theoretical example just to show you using some console commands here. We can simulate what it will be like when we have EVA combat working in conjunction with the Music Logic. So I'll throw in some numbers here. And just like we saw with the pirates attacking your ship when the Music Logic was going nuts, I'll be simulating the player getting attacked or attacking the enemy. And we'll see that the EVA music, that gentle kind of Kraftwerk-esque music, starts ramping up in this cool kind of choral way. All of this, again, this is all Pedro's beautiful music. And just like the flight combat music, we have heroic EVA music, we have grim EVA music. Exactly the same setup, just with a whole different mood to the music and a different set of actual music loops. And the same thing here now with FPS. This is something we'll be seeing very soon. This is the same system again, but this time we're getting hit by, it could be pirates attacking us, and we're on foot, so the music is a bit more personal, a bit more synthy and dark. You get that kind of grand space music for the space flight, but we want to go a little more tense and synthetic for FPS. So again, you can hear that music swelling and falling. This will be a constant background between all these systems, and as you move through different parts of the galaxy, the whole overall suite of music will move from one set to another, but there'll be an understandable language across all of it that you'll kind of get used to. And this will be on its feet and working forever. It's a system that's self-managing and autonomous, really, and will just work, which is awesome. So that's Music Logic. That's what Sam Hall and I have been building in DataForge. We're really, really proud of how far it's come. It's going to be available in 2.6, and that'll be just the beginning. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and grander and grander. But I hope you enjoyed it.